And the Calrissian Chronicles continue on.
NERDSoul.
Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we got another wonderful episode. NERDSoul coming straight to you, where you got geek, you got hip hop. Today is Talk Shop, where it's all about comics. And we got our favorite smuggler from a galaxy far away, Lando Calrissian. And this is Double or Nothing issue 2. We're coming straight off the heels of the last issue. No time jump at all. And you got Lando just recording the Calrissian Chronicles, and I love him. I honestly do. Him talking about how kids, write odes to him, how he's got to make sure that he, gets all these down, because people just can't live without him. The level of just finesse mixed with narcissism is perfect for Lando. And he's actually matched perfectly with L3, who in this issue is just a great, she just fires back so well at him over and over. But these Calrissian Chronicles, man, dude is do not interrupt me while I'm chronicling, all right? And I can't disagree with him, man. You can't interrupt the brother who's trying to get his chronicle on. So just that part of the issue where we're kind of heading towards Colgroon, and we're trying to get there before we get our smuggle on. Well, I guess we're smuggling now, but before we pass the empirical defenses, it's nice, or imperial defenses, sorry. It's nice to see him, still take time out to make sure that he gets this stuff down on paper, puts these thoughts on wax. And I love it. I honestly love it. I did want to touch on L3, because L3 is such an important part to Lando as far as having a counterbalance, because Lando, he does get a lot at times in the book, but L3 is able to rein him in, so I like that as well. Now your girl Kitris, she got a little hate in the blood. I ain't gonna front. She's hating on the Chronicles. I don't hate on the Chronicles. And then on top of that, she already swindled us into this mission. So now you swindling. Now you breaking up the Calrissian Chronicles. You're doing too much. But I do like that she is willing to kind of let, the crew lead, because, Lando and L3 are, the ones that are giving her this safe passage, this ride through, all this stuff. So she is not pleased, but she's willing to, go along and make this work for the greater good of the slaves that are down there under Imperial forces. And I do like where she's giving it a shot. And I think we're gonna see her shine soon, because old girl got some moves, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see her fight and do some fisticuffs in a second. But I think her biggest problem is when it comes to the planet fall. And the planet fall is when, Lando's like, yo, look, we got to get through these Imperial forces. So I'm going to turn off my power, and we just going to look like space junk, and we're going to fall to the planet. And you got to trust that this man know what he doing. You think he ain't came into the atmosphere with no power before? That's what a player do. All right. So I feel like she was a little too frazzled. You know what I'm saying? He got this. He like, look, I got this. We're going to go in like a little meteor, but I'm going to turn the power on. We're going to fly through. Everything going to be fine. And I'm still surprised how they got past the Imperial forces. Imperial forces got the worst monitoring systems, man. Seriously, just horrible. But it was cool to see him make it, and her finally kind of settle in, all right, I think we can do this. Now, I got some great stuff to get through in a second, because we got some Wasteland stuff after the jump. But of course, first, Cure Brand gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So we get to, of course, Colgroon. We've got to hide in the wasteland. So we've got Kitris, we've got L3, we've got Lando. They're all trying to figure out a nice entry point from the wastelands because, you know, Imperials ain't gonna go in no big old junkyard. They don't care about that stuff, so it's the greatest place to get into. But we find out that the wasteland is gonna be a lot for all three of them because not only are they already irritated, Lando's irritated about the money, L3 is irritated about Lando, and Kitris is irritated about Lando. But they're all irritated and they're like, you know what? We can't take it. We're fighting, we're arguing, all this stuff. They split up. And of course, when you split up, whenever you split up, you know everybody about to get caught. Now, of course, it seems like Kitris got caught on purpose to kind of like get in, sneak in on the inside. So that was her plan and her plot. But the only thing is, sometimes you get kidnapped you get captured for real. All right, she was trying to get captured and use a little earpiece, but no, now you really captured, like you really in there. And L3, she's like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna, you know, get the Imperial codes. I'm gonna go chill out with some droids. You know, this is junkyard. You know, droids are forgotten out here, so ain't nobody gonna worry. She ends up in a crazy, I guess, molten metal factory or something. They're shooting droids and throwing them in fire and all kinds of mess. So she in trouble. And then Lando, even though Lando finesses his way through a dope shooting, action, fight, and gunfight scene, it still leaves him hopelessly in the custody of some, you know, native aliens or something. And I mean, Lando holds it down. I'm gonna give you the scene real quick. He not only hits you with a dope gunfight, shooting people from left to right, dodging, ducking, but also flies a little, I don't know, like a little land speeder or something like that. Takes out a couple ships before his blows up, of course. But at the end of the issue, all of our folks are in deep poodoo, if you will. And I don't know where we gonna go, man. I mean, we know our hero's gonna get out of this, but I wonder what slick talking is gonna happen to get L3 out of her situation, Kitris out of hers, of course, Lando out of his. Now, before I bounce, I'm gonna let you guys marinate on all that Lando goodness. And holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk Lando Calrissian Double or Nothing issue 2. I'm having a great time. And it's good to see Lando ride that roller coaster of danger and success. I mean, he lives in a wild galaxy and he is quite the wild boy. So before I bounce, I want to tell you guys to head up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos on the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, the only way to travel in the winter wonderland wilderness is with a fur cape. Of course. Peace.